Hey guys, Trainer Tol here. Today, got some good news. We are giving away the Gyarados and Magikarp pin set at the end. But we wanted to talk today a bit about um, dealing with Snorlax and Lapras, right? And so these are S tier Pokemon who are fantastic defenders. They've got great move sets. Their CP growth is huge. You can see I'm at the office today, and um, my GPS is moving me around a little bit. I've actually seen where if you're in a bad GPS area, like you can hatch an egg just by the game not knowing where you are, and it kind of walks you back and forth little by little. I think being in a bad GPS area is actually better than um, the ceiling fan method, which I still don't believe works. But um, one of the things that we've done in the past is recommended ride-on for for dealing with Snorlax and Lapras. Um, Rock Smash is great. Uh, Stone Edge is great with the high crit rate, but Rhydon being ground rock just doesn't have that same type attack advantage. And so what we recommend for that, and I just farmed up the candy to do it. So I've got high IV Machoke evolving to Machamp. Let's see what move set I get. It'll be Pound and Ice Beam or something that doesn't remotely take advantage of his move set. Let's see. Come on, something good, something good. Somebody asked me, is there a way to speed up the animation? Yeah. So garbage, utter garbage. And I'm kind of glad that this happened this way because this is really important. One of the factors of this game is IVs, right? And so we want to find the right Pokemon. You know, we want to find something on that S tier, that A tier list. But at the same time, um, and I will post the A tier and S tier list that I'm talking about specifically on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Trainer Tol, just in case you guys don't know exactly the A tier and S tier that I'm talking about. But now that I've evolved this, um, Bullet Punch is a steel move, so he does not gain advantage from same type attack bonus. Steel isn't terrible, but I was evolving a fighting type Pokemon to be a fighting type Pokemon. I had a high IV Machop to be my candidate, and I got garbage. So I mean, this is bad enough that it might even be worth just completely dumping him and transferring him and starting again. I've got 23 candy, so I need 102 plus a candidate uh, to start again, which is a bummer, man. But a Squirtle did pop up at the house last night. Actually, I should put a lucky egg on if I'm gonna evolve stuff. Um, Ideally, I would have done that before. Um, where'd he go? There he is, and evolve. Let's see if we get. I don't know that Blastoise necessarily has a move set, a bad move set. Now that I've said that, I've jinxed it probably, but I think we're looking for Water Gun and Hydro Pump. And he has, I jinxed it, Bite and Ice Beam. So Ice Beam is not terrible. God, this is terrible. Um, I already have Arcanine with Bite, and so if I wanted a Dark type attack, that would be the way to do it. But man, I'm off. Okay, all right. So if it's gonna be this bad. Um, Gotta transfer some other Magikarp to make room. Do the 144 might have slightly higher IVs. but he's only level 20, where the other one is level 30. Powering something up 20 times when it's not necessarily... Vaporeon is so good and Lapras is so good that it really kind of makes Gyarados less good. So I'm going to use the 211 even though the IVs aren't quite as good. This is my third Gyarados. Don't hate, we just have a lot of Magikarp nests nearby. Let's see. Please, he's going to... I'm not even going to jinx it this time. Who knows? All right, so we will let the Gyarados' IVs do the deciding. So 276. So since there are not 200 subscribers, we will say the 76th subscriber is... let's see what moves we get. We got Dragon Breath and Twister. So again, water and flying type with a dragon and a dragon move. But at least he's 2276. So he might be a slightly intimidating defender, although he's going to do garbage damage back at the people. And this is the problem. This is where a lot of your challenges are going to come in, is that just getting the Pokemon from that list is not the entire battle. You can see 3 very high quality, high tier Pokemon that I just evolved, and complete garbage movesets. And I did them live, so you know there's no trick here. So you know, we want to be cautious of what we're evolving and what we're using, but at the same time, even when we get what we want, it might not be what we need because it might have the wrong moveset. So now don't get me wrong, I've got some great, some amazing candidate Pokemon. My Dragonite's not garbage, but Hyper Beam is good, Steel Wing is not. And both of my Dragonite have Steel Wing. My big Arcanine, I like having Bite because there's so much water damage out there that it's just better to have something that's kind of off meta to do your charge up attacks. But Fire Fang I think does have slightly higher DPS, so even my best Arcanine is not ideal. Flamethrower is good, but Fire Blast is better. Katy Perry, who does not have good IVs. But then my Vaporeon is 100% IVs, Water Gun, Hydro Pump. Literally could not be any better. It has everything exactly the way that you'd want it to be, and he's completely maxed out. My other Vaporeon, Water Gun, Hydro Pump as well. IVs are good, but not 100% like the other one. My Lapras is pretty high. Ice Shard and Ice Beam, I think Ice Breath is the better, and then Blizzard I think would have been better for Lapras. But Ice Shard, it's off by like 1 or 2 DPS, so it's not as big of a deal as like my Machamp not having fighting type moves. That's just terrible. So given that evolution and how that worked out, it looks like I'm going to have to rely on that Rhydon for dealing with Snorlax and even I think my Poliwrath, Mudshot and Hydro Pump. So he is water type, but he's also fighting type. So you'd want to see Cross Chop or Karate Chop or some of the fighting type moves in there that will give you that type advantage. Because again, the Gen 1 meta is so narrow that you want to go in with very specific movesets. You want to set up your 6 or your 12 or whatever your moveset pool is. You need to be able to deal with the fire, water, grass. Those are your common ones. But then you also need to be able to deal with Lapras and Snorlax and some minimal psychic and some minimal really, I mean, there's not a ton else in the top tier that's going to give you a ton of trouble. We were talking earlier about how there's just not a great electric attacker in the meta either. Jolteon is probably your best bet, just from a CP growth perspective. So it's very, very, very specific Pokemon. So what I recommend, Machamp evolution, he will have the best fighting move options, and since he is fighting type, he will get 25% bonus to those attacks, which is called stab, same type attack bonus, very important. And that Gyarados bumps the old Gyarados off and bumps his way into the top 12. You don't even deserve to be there. I think my other one has Dragon Breath and Twister too, so very common moveset for Gyarados. Dragon Breath is a great move. It's one of the it is the highest Dragon tier move, but he is not a dragon, so he does not benefit from from using those type moves. Again, you might have a good Flareon, but the CP modifier on an Arcanine is going to be better. So if your choice is between an Arcanine and a Flareon, if you've got a really good Arcanine, IV-wise, you want to stick to the Arcanine. And that's, again, you can only go into battle with the 6 Pokemon that you choose when you're going after gyms. So, you definitely want to make sure that you're stacking the deck in your favor. But we do know subscriber number 76 is the winner of the Gyarados pin set. These completely sold out at GenCon, so really cool set. I got one on my badge, but I picked up a couple extra to be able to give away as prizes. So hang tight for 1 second. And Paul Catrone is the winner of the Gyarados and Magikarp pin set. So please send me a message, Paul Catrone, here on YouTube, and I'll get your info and we will get the pin set out to you. And then I do have one more Gyarados and Magikarp pin set, and then we also have a couple of plush figures and stuff that we picked up at Gen Con that also completely sold out. So should have some pretty cool other giveaways here coming up. This Saturday, August 20th, is it 20th, 21st? I think it's the 20th. Yeah, is the first Saturday event, which is a worldwide thing going on. Really, really cool. I will post the event as well on the Facebook page. It is a worldwide event. It's happening in a bunch of cities, and so every month on the 3rd Saturday, they're going to gather the info of how much growth and how much experience gained and how many Pokemon caught and kilometers tracked and all that stuff. So that's going to be really cool. That's coming up this Saturday. And then if you guys like the videos, find the tips helpful, the subscribe button is over there. Over there on the corner, I'm told. That way, right there. So click subscribe, click like, and if you have any questions, we're going to do a Q&A soon. So send me your questions, and we'll make sure that they get answered. We've shot up in the subscriber numbers, and I couldn't be happier. I appreciate every single subscriber. So, please, if you guys have any questions or there's anything else I can do to, help your Pokemon Go process, please just let me know. Thanks.